On the night Annie went missing, she'd called to ask if he knew anything. Chris had answered the call minutes after he'd taken her daughter's life. The location on Chris's cell phone on that call put him next to Annie near that bridge. While Annie's family had endured 2 long years of suffering, Chris had moved on and continued his life in Colorado as though nothing had occurred. The police arrested him on charges of first-degree murder and obstruction of justice. But why had he killed Annie? That sickening detail wouldn't be revealed until later. As Chris Bagshaw was 14 at the time of the crime, the state of Utah was likely to place him in a juvenile facility, allowing his release at 21. Given that he was 17 at the time of his arrest, it would result in him serving a mere 3 years in prison for the heinous offense. While investigators diligently sought evidence to support trying Chris as an adult in court, a pivotal moment arose when they received a call from the Juvenile Detention Center. The caller, an inmate, steps forward to provide information about Chris Bagshaw, significantly bolstering the prosecution's case. This particular inmate had developed a friendship with Chris, who, in his overconfidence, revealed the chilling details of Annie's murder. Back in school, Chris had found out that Annie had been telling people she was pregnant with his baby, and he believed the claim, even though this wasn't true. She asked him to run away with her, so he suggested they meet by the bridge. Annie snuck out that night to meet him near the Jordan River. However, Chris had planned something terrible. He attacked Annie with a shovel, hitting her face until it was disfigured. Then he put the shovel on her forehead, jumped on it, and continued until Annie stopped moving. The investigators took this information to a state medical expert who checked Annie's autopsy report and corroborated the inmate's description of the injuries on Annie's face, especially the one to her forehead. Chris had killed Annie because he believed she was pregnant with his child. Darwin Christopher Bagshaw was eventually tried as an adult and pleaded guilty to first-degree murder. He was sentenced to 15 years to life in prison and will be eligible for parole in 2034. A recording captured a message from Spencer to his friends,